recording of this. Okay, so the Baltic defense, and this is one of the critical lines, and I'm sure Black knows what he's doing. His next move is rather peculiar. I know that there are some lines that go here, and we're trying to set up threats down here. Now, I trust Black. Black knows this opening very well. He plays it a lot. He studied it. He actually takes his time and opens up a book. Okay, something you need to do. If you're not doing it, you need to do it. Got to work at chess if you want to get better. There's no shortcut. Okay. I mean, it's very, 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 very interesting position. How are you going to defend against this threat of knight c2? You can play knight a3. Now maybe a5, and ooh, we got all kinds of stuff going on. So I don't know the analysis to this opening. I won't see it because I don't play this as Black, and I don't play d4 and c4 as white. So if I decide to play d4, I'm going to have to probably learn this. I think I've played a Baltic thematic with this student before. But anyway, this looks pretty good for Black, and Black is getting all the tricks he wants. Now the question is, does White have anything better? White could play e3, and that takes some of the sting out, or does it? Suddenly we get this idea. Now we've protected this square, right? We can bring the knight in there. But there's a little difference with the knight's not on here anymore. And there is a check here, but oh, look what we got. So, there's definitely some, if you want to learn an opening that'll trick White up, take a look at this Baltic defense. Okay, so, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've seen this. So this is kind of like an Alban counter gambit with 2 extra moves thrown in. So I think White could have taken this, but I could be wrong. Now, one of the ideas in similar positions is to take this. The idea is you're taking away a piece which can control these squares. Now, of course, White could play this and he's up the exchange, right? But just to give you an example, oh no, we don't have this check. See, I was looking at blocking with the bishop and taking, but I still wasn't, even though Black had upset the White king a little bit, I wasn't sure that Black had enough here if White just decides to ignore the bishop and just take the rook. Now your bishop is loose, and White says, hey, I'm up material and I want to trade queens and beat you in the endgame. I don't know, So it would seem to me that after queen takes, we need to save this rook, and that's the only move. And I guess Black's getting some play here. Like I say, I don't know this opening, but you could learn it. You can surprise people with this. There's a lot of tricks to it. Okay, so let's see what happened. Okay, now he's on the pawn. Doesn't seem to want to take this guy. It's definitely a tricky and trappy opening. Okay, so knight here. Now he's going to be able to defend his rook with bishop takes. Okay.
Check.
I guess he'll play c6 to chase the queen out. Yep. So, White's not getting any kind of normal game that he's used to. Still 3 moves from castling kingside. I'd be tempted to take with this pawn so I can get my king to safety in a hurry, because, oops, bishop e2, the bishop will come to e2 and get castled. I'm not sure if black has anything here, even after queen takes. That does cede a pass pawn, though. Yeah, I think he took the right way. But what's black got developed? Nothing. This is definitely a bizarre position. Now he wants to double some pawns.
Check.
Uh-oh. Let's see, I guess he has this. Okay. So, probably time to play g3. Okay, this is a waste. He's not attacking the bishop with the pawn anyway, but he is attacking with the bishop. So I guess maybe you have to take.
Check.
I don't know. Looks like white's okay, but he's neglecting his king. Let's back this up a second. So we have to be if an opening is sound, it has to be sound against anything white does. It's probably still sound. I don't see anything directly that black can do. But here, what have I done? I've gotten, well, he still can't castle. Jeez. You have to stop and get some more protection here, but you have to see what these moves could bring in. It's very tricky for white. Black has definitely won the opening here, even though he didn't have any development a minute ago. Okay, so we still got to get this king to safety. There, finally. Attacking a pawn. Maybe it's time to play queen b3. Okay, kind of passive. Okay, this move says enough of your nonsense. If you trade queens, I'm going to be piling up on your d pawn. If you don't trade queens, I'm going to trade queens, and you're going to have an isolated d pawn, and I'm going to target it. So let's develop a piece for black and try that idea. Takes, gain a tempo on the rook, seize the file. Okay, let's see. This could be a nuisance. Ugh. Well, let's take the file first. Doesn't matter. Well, let's give up castling.
Check. Check.
I don't know, looks like black is surviving this, or white is surviving this. So this is kind of passive, but black needs to find a follow-up. Now, eyeballing ways to get this knight in the game. Okay, counterplay down here. We can attack and defend at the same time. Very good. We have, no, not necessarily. We have to watch out for discoveries. But the queen can take back. Okay, protects the knight. Okay, why doesn't white castle? What am I missing? You afraid of losing a pawn? Could be. Let's see. White's got a lot of open lines here. The rooks can come to the center in all kinds of ways.
Check.
Now it comes the check, and that's, well, no, you can take with the queen. I can't. You're pinned. Too much. Okay, so white got victim of a tactic. So you got a castle here. Okay, knight's loose. I'll put him here. Let's go attack a pawn, right? Let's go chase the queen. Ooh, we got a problem here. No, we're fine. No, we're fine here. We played knight takes knight check.
Check.
And you know, I don't envy White's position, but he's surviving here. If queen takes, pawn takes, we have isolated this, but black's a pawn up. White has to, White's fighting for a draw. It's black's position. Okay, let me stop the recording.